NASCAR pros and the best short track drivers will be at Berlin this week for the Money in the Bank race.
One of those NASCAR drivers is Michigan native Erik Jones, who tells Jack Doles that Berlin has turned into his home track over the past few years.
All right, Erik Jones joins us. Erik, you're going to be in the field for the Money in the Bank race next Wednesday, and I love this about NASCAR drivers. You guys will get out there and compete with the common man, unless LeBron shows up to a YMCA. It's not happening in basketball. Same thing with other sports. Why is it that you guys do this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's different for everybody, right? You know, and the reasons why. For me, this is a car and team that put together with just some friends of mine and guys I raced with back, years ago when I was just kind of getting going. And Berlin's been somewhat of a home track for me. I've raced there for years and years, and I love going there and I love racing there. But, most of it is just I enjoy, obviously the racing, but I really enjoy just getting to work on the cars and having the practice and working with my friends and being involved in it all. So it kind of feeds that part for me. In the Cup Series, we don't as drivers get our hands in a whole lot of the setup side or the mechanical side of things anymore with limited practice and just the way this car is now. So this really kind of feeds that side of things for me that I always enjoyed.
You won this race in 23. How special is it to get to victory lane in any car, but especially one that you helped set up and get ready to go?
Yeah, that was one of, my first kind of win as a car owner, I guess. So that was pretty cool. I put a lot of work into getting that car together and getting ready to go and shaking it down, and to have it all kind of come together for the first race out in it and getting to victory lane was pretty special. So that was a great memory. It's one I'll for sure never forget. I want to just do it again, want to get some more wins in this car and have some fun with it. But yeah, it's just a lot of pride in being able to do it, kind of yourself. There's obviously a lot of different ways to go about late model racing, but doing it on your own always feels really nice.
You look at the guys who've won this race. You've won it. Carson's won it twice. Last year was Bubba Pollard. But how special is this race to the racing community outside of West Michigan? We know how fans can flock to the racetrack here at Berlin to see this. But does this have extra meaning beyond West Michigan?
I think so. I think it's grown a lot. Obviously this race has been around for a few years now, and to see it kind of grow and expand. I think, I was talking about this with a friend of mine last night. I think Berlin had a reputation for a lot of years as a place that if you didn't have a million laps at it, you weren't going to be competitive. And Bubba coming up and running well and winning some races and running up front and some other outsiders running well there, I think really helped the race grow. Guys were a little bit less intimidated maybe to come and try to run at Berlin and felt like they could be competitive. So I think that helped the race grow a lot. But yeah, they offer, obviously it's a great payday for a relatively short race, 150 laps. It's not a lot of wear and tear on your equipment to go to Berlin and run and feel like it's wide enough to race. You're not really at huge risk of tearing your car up. So there's a lot of things that make racers want to go there and run. And beyond that, the competition is super strong, I feel like, at this race. So I feel like it's growing a lot outside of just the local area.
And then right after Money in the Bank, you'll be at Michigan. How much does your team need to pull into victory lane right now? What would that mean to you guys?
Yeah, it would be a big deal. It would mean a lot to a lot of people. Obviously, it would mean a lot to me. It's been a few years since I've won a Cup race, and so to do it at Michigan would just be super special. It's high on my bucket list. Obviously, you think Daytona 500, Brickyard, Coke 600, and those races, but for me, Michigan holds kind of a special spot, and always will.